Rapids school leaders are looking for another chance to go to voters to pay for improvements at several of its schools. Today, that effort included a tour of buildings that could be impacted in the future. KCRG TV9's Abigail Curtin is joining us now live in the studio with what the plans are right now.
Well, after their previous $220 million bond referendum was overwhelmingly rejected by voters last November, CRCSD is revisiting its facilities master plan to be more in touch with the needs of the schools and the needs of the community.
The Cedar Rapids Community School District invited architects and members of the media to tour all 32 of its schools this week as part of the revisions on their newest facilities master plan. This comes months after 68% of voters refused to pass the district's previous bond referendum, totaling around $220 million. But CRCSD Director of Operations Chad Schumacher says the next attempt will be different.
We are sending out a survey to all of our active registered voters, which is about 60,000 plus people in our community, to garner their feedback on what they would be willing to support.
Thursday's tour included Grantwood Elementary, Erskine Elementary, and Washington High School, all on the southeast side of Cedar Rapids and all buildings that opened in the 1950s. Architects and journalists saw how the schools are utilizing their space, in addition to learning what faculty and students want and need in their schools. Architect Heath Tate says one of the biggest needs schools that old have is capacity to incorporate new technology.
Technology has started to increase at an exponentially higher rate, and buildings are not advancing as fast. And so the lifespan of buildings starts to get shortened because it becomes really difficult to meet the technological needs of academia right now.
And Washington High School principal Ian Lemaster says an updated building could have a big impact on students' learning.
So I think if you had updated spaces, that also comes with potentially like updated resources to be able to have learning experiences that connect with the real world, with the outside environment.
Though everyone working to update the school says the most important part of this new plan is making sure everyone's voice is heard.
There needs to be a relationship with the community of Cedar Rapids, and we need to build our plan with their input so that we all understand that we have a common goal in mind.
Schumacher says those surveys, which will allow families to give their input on what they'd like to see, will be sent out within the next 2 weeks. Live in studio, Abigail Curtin, KCRG TV9 News.